America is a fictional Marvel character, and this is the every other nation had a culture. So someone said, "Well, was he going to show up in a Confederate, army uniform? Like what? What? So, but it 866-801-8255, and these are the kind of conversations we should be having, right?
Yeah.
What is American culture?
Right.
So, what would an American look like?
We're ready. We're prepared. Do not give in to fear. We are fearless. This is not the time to be afraid. This is a time to stand up and fight back and to resist any temptation for them to divide us. We're in this together. The rule of law is on our side. We will not give in, not give up. We will not capitulate. We will not bow. We will not bend. We will survive.
There's a trick as a writer. Like if you can't figure out the word, you use another word that you do know. But that's why you need to know a lot of words so that you can just, all right, let me replace the word with the word that I do know how to spell just in case. But I think that they're now correcting you in real time. I don't like this new autocorrect stuff that's happening. And they're trying to correct your grammar. And I'm like, I said you don't come in and try to give me a better way to say what I'm saying.
I agree. I also want there to be, if like I use Grammarly sometimes, and I just needed to have an African American setting. Like it's got all other kinds of settings where you could be like, oh, it's French. African American is own language. It's not the same as just regular English American. So there's times I said it the way I meant to say it. It looks a little funky if you translating it to Caucasian, but my Negroes will know it when they see it.
Not translated to Caucasian. You know what's so wild about that though? And even saying that though, is that we have so infiltrated this culture. So we are the culture. Somebody, they posted a video of like this world men's beauty pageant, and each country, the men show up in their country garb, so the Japanese is wearing the kimono, and the Nigerians got on his African, garb, the Haitians got his, and then they get to America. This Joker is standing there in a Captain American outfit with the shield. White guy, standard issue, blonde haired, with the Captain American. And I said, how embarrassing that, first of all, the shield is from a fictional place in Africa. Yes. Captain America is a fictional Marvel character, and this is the every other nation had a culture. So someone said, well, was he going to show up in a Confederate, army uniform? Like what? So, but 866-801-8255. And these are the kind of conversations we should be having, right?
Yeah.
What is American culture?
Right.
So what would an American look like? Everybody on that stage, there was a guy from Turkey. He had on the little, the shoes that go up at the, he had on his Turkish garb. Every other nation, and this is why this race thing, this is how you know race is a made-up construct, because French had the beret. Everybody had their thing. The British guy showed up in his little bolo hat with his tea cup, and everybody had their thing. This dude showed up in a Captain America outfit. I said, so what do you do with Anthony Mackie? Like, where are we going? What is American culture?
Maybe they should have sent a black dude. Because then whatever they would have had on, that's essentially American culture, since we pretty much came up with all of it.
That's where I'm going. But then there's somebody that will fight you. They will fight you and say, the Carters started country music.
They started stealing it and took the credit. What I would do if I was white, I would probably just dress as like a cowboy or something stereotypical that people will associate with them, whether the origins are 100% in line or not. But Captain America, the fictional character, I feel like he was in line when everybody else was getting dressed, and he started looking around and realized, y'all is actual representing y'all country. I dressed up as to go to Comic-Con.
Period. Yes. But isn't this, America's cosplaying. And we're saying this, not I'm not saying that I'm an American, but it's time for us to grow the hell up. Let's stop cosplaying. Let's be real serious people. Let's be adults, and let's tell the truth. Let's include all the people and all the contributions. Let's stop having these quote unquote culture wars when you don't have a culture. that is not rooted in all of the people that came here. From that gravy that we call spaghetti sauce to the rice that came in the braided hair of Africans on ships that were cultivated here. You brought them here to cultivate the rice. Every rice dish that came here, whether it's a arroz con pollo to the jollof. All right. Like, let's talk about America through that. You ain't got no pizza without those folk over there.
Right.
You know, all of the things that the mozzarella and all the things, it's somebody else's thing, but that's what makes America. And if we don't embrace that, if this country now is all about the rejection of all of the things, you got Taco Tuesday. Now we got a taco president. You know, how you using taco.
Right.
What are
a
we
taco
doing?
president that's selling, NFTs of himself as Captain America, like memes of him in superhero costumes and stuff like that. Yeah, it is interesting how much of a facade it is. It also, when you start thinking of like what can white people dress as to represent America, the list is not a nice list. Like I see how he got caught up. Like he was like, okay, should I be a genteel Southern plantation owner? No, that probably won't go over too well. Oh, Confederate soldier. That's probably, we don't want to remind people of the Confederate or the Union. Honestly, we want to pretend that day didn't happen. If you can't go as anything they banned a history book about, so you're gonna go as Bull Connor. Like, yeah, the list just gets smaller and smaller, and eventually you go Captain America. Everybody loves Marvel.
Oh my God. America, we got some work to do. Do you want to do it? Are you really gonna do it? 866-801-8255 is the number. Roderick Morrow is here.
We're ready. We're prepared. Do not give in to fear. We are fearless. This is not the time to be afraid. This is a time to stand up and fight back and to resist any temptation for them to divide us. We're in this together. The rule of law is on our side. We will not give in, not give up. We will not capitulate. We will not bow. We will not bend. We will survive.